પછી લિંક બધાને આપી દે ને ચાલુમાં એટલે ઓકે 1 મિનિટ હું ચેક કરું ओके
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट। फ्रेंड्स, आज का हमारा जो ये वेबिनार है वो हमारी नॉलेज सीरीज का पार्ट 5 है, जिसमें हम दूसरे पास्ड आउट स्टूडेंट्स के सक्सेस स्टोरीज के बारे में जानेंगे और उनके एक्सपीरियंसेस के बारे में जानेंगे। जैसे कि फ्रेंड्स आपको पता है कि अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट वर्ल्ड का एक ही ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूट है जो वैल्यूएशन सिखाता है। फ्रेंड्स, पहले के जमाने में डायमंड के बारे में ट्रेनिंग लेना बहुत ही टफ हुआ करता था, पर जैसे जैसे टाइम बदलता गया, इंस्टीट्यूट्स डेवलप होते गए और जो चीज लोग सीखने में 10 से 15 साल लगा देते थे, वही चीज स्टूडेंट्स इंस्टीट्यूट में 3 से 4 महीने लगा देते हैं वैल्यूएशन के साथ सीखने में। तो अगर हम इंस्टीट्यूट्स की बात करें तो जैसे जैसे इंस्टीट्यूट डेवलप होते गए, स्टूडेंट्स में डायमंड्स के बारे में नॉलेज और उनके बारे में वैल्यूएशन का अवेयरनेस भी बढ़ता गया। पर हमारे पास आज ऐसी एक सक्सेसफुल बिजनेस वुमन है जिसने ये पूरा वैल्यूएशन का प्रोसेस सिर्फ और सिर्फ 1 महीने में कंप्लीट किया, जो अपने आप में एक बहुत ही बड़ा अचीवमेंट है। फ्रेंड्स, वैल्यूएशन जो हमारे अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट का स्पेशलिटी है और मोनोपोली है, उसे सीखने स्टूडेंट्स सिर्फ पूरी इंडिया से ही नहीं पर अब्रॉड से भी आते हैं। So, the student or the businesswoman, you can say, from which we will hear her success story today, were totally a fresher before coming over here. Means she didn't even know how to hold the diamond, how to detect the defects inside the diamond, and of course, what all factors are to be considered which affects the valuation of the diamond. And after coming to Arihant Diamond Institute, she came in the light of all the 4 C's of the diamonds, and according to its valuation, and that too according to the current market. Learning from Arihant Diamond Institute, she also got practical market experience. So how all these things she is applying in her business today, right now, we will listen from her itself, not making it a very long. As you can see in the screen, friends, we have bright student of Arihant Diamond Institute, and her name is Miss Claudia Bompani. Sorry, ma'am, if I am pronouncing your name wrongly, but then you have to cooperate with me in this matter because I'm very bad at names. So, Arihant Diamond Institute again welcomes you, and today we insist you to share your experience from Arihant Diamond Institute. Means what all experience you had over here, and of course, the crucial time of your life which you invested behind learning the course. Is it becoming worth in your business today? Please, ma'am, share with our viewers and our students. So first of all, I would like to introduce yourself to the students and viewers. Means in which month of which year you joined Arihant Diamond Institute. Please, ma'am, share with our viewers and students.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me, and lovely to see you all again. I really appreciate you having me on the show. So I came to Arihant in December of 2018 until January 2019. I spent a total of, I think, about 5 weeks or so in India. And it was an exceptional experience. I learned a hell of a lot from you guys, and I made friends there as well, which is amazing. I still keep in contact with those people today. But I gained a hell of a lot of value from what I was taught at Arihant with the rough and with the polishing. So I did 2 courses concurrently in my short space of time that I was there, and it was very intense and busy and I felt the pressure towards the end. I did, but luckily with the assistance of everyone, I was able to complete the courses. So I did the Triple Excellence manufacturing course, and then I also did the rough evaluation course. So with the Triple Excellence manufacturing course, I was able to then in South Africa come back here and apply for my rough diamond dealer's license and rough beneficiation license. So the way it works in South Africa is you're not allowed to possess or hold rough or even do anything with it unless you are granted these licenses by the government department. And it's an extremely, extremely tough application process. It took me about 10 months for them to even accept my application in. But luckily, because I had my Triple Excellent manufacturing course, I had the technical ability for them to grant me the license. So, I mean, I can definitely attribute my rough license and the start of my rough career to Arihunt and the technicalities that I learned there, the technical abilities that I learned there. In terms of the rough evaluation, it was very important. That course was very important for me because I came from a polished background and I understand the ins and outs of polished, but rough is completely different and you have to apply your mind in a very different way. So perhaps having the polished background assisted me in understanding color and clarities in the rough, but the estimation of the rough and to understand the different forms and shapes of the rough and the qualities, the characteristics that come with each rough. For instance, like a frosted stone. So you know that a frosted stone could potentially increase in color by at least possibly 2 colors, you know. Generally, they turn out quite white. And generally, they're quite clean inside. So all of these little tricks of the trade and understanding rough is essentially what serves you in buying rough. If you are not aware of this, it's not easy to buy rough. It's actually 10 times harder than the polished department. So if you're slightly off with any one of these qualities or characteristics, number one, you can lose money, but number two, you also run the risk of not even winning the stone or being completely off. And also the estimation of the actual polished percentage that you'll get out of the stone. So all of these factors that I picked up from Arihunt have served me so well. I've already won. I only got granted my license in late December last year. And I started being able to attend tenders and to work with the goods only in January. And I won my first stone in February, and I just won my second stone now on the 30th of June.
Wonderful.
So they've given me a very good basis to work from and to grow and learn more. And I mean, for someone who starts out in rough to be able to win something not far off from other dealers who have been in rough for however many years, it's quite something. So coupled with my background and with Arihunt's information that I learned, it's put me on the right track, let's say.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for your answer. अभी मैडम का ये कहना है कि उन्होंने अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट 2018 में ज्वाइन किया था और उनको कोर्स कंप्लीट करने में 5 वीक्स लग गए थे. उन्होंने यहाँ से 2 कोर्सेज किए हैं, एक रफ डायमंड वैल्यूएशन का और एक ट्रिपल एक्स का. और फिर जब उन्होंने यहाँ से कोर्स कंप्लीट करके जब वो अफ्रीका गए तो अफ्रीका के गवर्नमेंट से उनको लाइसेंस मिलने में भी बहुत सारी मुश्किलों का सामना करना पड़ा है. और फिर जब उनको लाइसेंस मिल गया तब उन्होंने लास्ट ईयर 2019 के फरवरी में अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया. सो let's go to our first question. My first question to you is, ma'am, that what your mind thought of coming in Arihan Diamond Institute, that too in the city of diamonds in Surat, and why only you selected Arihan Diamond Institute? Please share your views.
Sorry, I didn't catch the beginning. You said what made me come to Arihunt?
Yeah, means how did you thought that I want to do the course from Arihan Diamond Institute only?
Okay. So basically, I have a few Indian friends that stay in South Africa and they work here and they have their own companies.
Okay.
And the one gentleman I'm quite friendly with, and I've chatted to him over the years, and I approached him and I asked him, I'd like to go to India to be able to do my RAF course and my manufacturing course in a shorter space of time, but also because the Indian companies are well known for the best manufacturing, and they're very skilled. So I also wasn't able to dedicate 6 months, which is the minimum course in South Africa that you can go for to manufacturing. 6 months. I have to work and pay for my schools and studies and all of this, and I don't have 6 months to give without working or earning an income. So what I did is I asked him, does he know of a school in India that is worthwhile going for, that I can get my courses and the experience, enough experience that I need? And he actually trained at Ariahant, him and his brother. And he then said, yes, he'll organize it for me. And so, yes, so through him, and he gave me a contact for someone else, one of his friends that stays in Surat still. And he connected us, and we basically got in touch and organized it with Ariahant. And then within 2 weeks, I was on a plane in India and attending school. So,
थैंक यू सो मच। मैडम का ये कहना है कि उनके इंडियन फ्रेंड्स है साउथ अफ्रीका में जिन्होंने उनको यहाँ से कनेक्ट किया है, मतलब उनको कोर्स करना था तो साउथ अफ्रीका में उनके एक फ्रेंड है, उनके ब्रदर ने अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट में से ट्रेनिंग ली थी। तो वो जो फ्रेंड है, वो फ्रेंड ने अपने ब्रदर के साथ मैडम को कनेक्ट करवाया और फिर वो कांटेक्ट होते ही मैडम यहाँ पे इंडिया आ गए और फिर सूरत में से अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट में से उन्होंने अपना कोर्स स्टार्ट किया। अभी साउथ अफ्रीका में भी कोर्स था, पर वो कोर्स का मिनिमम ड्यूरेशन 6 मंथ्स का था और मैडम के पास उतना टाइम इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए नहीं था, बिकॉज शी ऑल्सो वांटेड टू पे फॉर हर स्कूल्स, मीन शी ऑल्सो wanted to work simultaneously. So that thing was not at all possible for her. So as soon as she heard about Arihant Diamond Institute, which is in Surat, in the city of diamonds, so she came over here, and in the time span of 5 weeks, means it is let's say it is a month only. In a month, she completed her rough diamond valuation course and also the course of triple X, which is a achievement in one's self. So we must appreciate her this thing. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, madam, my next question to you is that before coming to Arihant Diamond Institute or before joining the diamonds, what were your goals in your life? Means right from the beginning, you wanted to become a businesswoman in diamond field, or something else was there in your mind and something happened and your mind changed that you suddenly wanted to join the diamonds? Please share with our students.
It's a very good question, a bit of a tough one. So I came into the diamond industry directly after high school. And if I think back, I wasn't too sure of what I wanted to do at that stage. It's very difficult to make a career choice and say that
Yeah.
this will be the rest of my life. I liked the idea of owning my business one day, definitely. And that was always an end game. So I wouldn't say that I chose diamonds particularly first. I was thinking perhaps about law or something like this. But my family was involved in diamonds, and my father was involved in diamonds about 40 years ago.
Okay.
And with that, I kind of grew to pick up a few things from my family's involvement in diamonds that eventually, by my final year of high school, attracted me. And my family, who was already involved, my sister, she needed help, someone that she could trust and who could be her support system as well. So she asked me to come into diamonds with her. And I thought to myself, why not? Like diamonds are fascinating, and
Yeah.
I'd love to learn this like trade that is sort of cutthroat, and it's a real trade. You can really trade, and you trade properly. You know, run from here, buy here, sell there. You know, it was a real form of trading back at that stage, and I did a little bit of a internship with her before I finished school, and I really enjoyed it. So then I just went into diamonds directly after high
Uh,
school.
Sorry, ma'am, for interrupting you. Your that internship was in diamonds only, or it was something else?
No, it was with my sister in her company before I finished school.
Means that was a diamond company?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay,
we
okay.
had
Then what happened further?
So then, after I finished high school, I started, and I mean, since when I started, I mean, it's been a roller coaster ride.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I can tell you a long story about that. But we
oh,
worked for a company when I started, so she had moved into another big manufacturer at that stage. And I mean, it was great times. She used to be the head of polished, and I used to be the salesperson running around. So she would
okay,
deal with the main clients, seeing them in the office. But then there's plenty of other clients that were outside of the office. So as a 19-year-old girl, I would take my backpack, fill it with diamonds, you know, like 100 stones of polished diamonds. And there I would run off in my little car and go to all of the clients and sell, like, you know, like in those days it was amazing sales, like $100,000 here, $100,000 there, $50,000 there. And that's
okay.
how I started off in the trade.
And
And
that's how
then
you started your career in diamonds, right?
yes, that's
Okay,
that's how the love started, let's say.
ओके, ओके, थैंक यू सो मच। तो मैडम का ये कहना है कि उनका बैकग्राउंड, उनका जो फैमिली बैकग्राउंड है वो डायमंड से ही है। उनके जो फादर थे वो भी 40 इयर्स से डायमंड की फील्ड से थे, और उनकी सिस्टर भी एक पॉलिश डायमंड कंपनी में पहले से ही काम करती थी। तो उनका फैमिली बैकग्राउंड पॉलिश डायमंड से रिलेटेड है। पर जैसा कि उन्होंने बताया कि उनकी सिस्टर को एक हेल्पिंग हैंड चाहिए था, एक ट्रस्टफुल पर्सन चाहिए था, जो उनके साथ, उनके पास हमेशा खड़ा हो और उनको हेल्प करे। तो इसीलिए उन्होंने ये डायमंड का करियर चूज किया। तो पहले जब वो 19 इयर्स ओल्ड के थे, तो उन्होंने अपनी सिस्टर के साथ इंटर्नशिप शुरू किया, जो उन्होंने अपना हाई स्कूल खत्म होने के बाद ही शुरू कर दिया था। तो वो 19 इयर्स की उम्र में वो अपनी सिस्टर के साथ जो इंटर्नशिप करते थे, वो वहां पे एज ए सेल्स गर्ल काम करती थी, और कभी यहाँ पे जाना, कभी वहां पे जाना। तो उन्होंने बहुत सारी जगह भी ऐसे घूम चुकी है, और बहुत सारी जगह पे उन्होंने काम भी कर चुका है, और ऐसे करके उन्होंने डायमंड्स में अपना करियर शुरू किया। तो ये बहुत ही एक अप्रिशिएटिव थिंग है कि इतनी सी छोटी सी उम्र में, क्योंकि उनमें कमाने की बहुत ही लगन थी, तो इतनी छोटी सी उम्र में उन्होंने अपना करियर बिल्ड करना स्टार्ट कर दिया था। जो कि जो उन्होंने जो एज में काम करना शुरू किया, वो एज में लोग एंजॉयमेंट के बारे में सोचते हैं, और बस अपनी लाइफ को एंजॉय करने के बारे में सोचते हैं। पर उन्होंने वो सब ना सोचते हुए अपना करियर, अपना स्ट्रॉन्ग करियर कैसे बिल्ड करूं, वो चीज पे फोकस करके उन्होंने अपनी बहन के साथ इंटर्नशिप शुरू कर दी, जो कि एक बहुत ही अच्छी चीज है। और बहुत ही कम लोग ऐसे इस उम्र में अपने करियर को लेकर इतना सीरियस होते हैं और अपनी करियर के बारे में इतना सोचते हैं। सो मैम, माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू इज दैट आफ्टर कमिंग टू अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट, how was your experience with your trainers? Means, how was your code of conduct with them? Please share your experience.
So you mean like Riken and Munjani, if I still keep in contact?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I often talk to my lecturers, because we developed a friendship afterwards. I mean, I spent practically every day with them, 6 days a week at least. And actually, I was even there on Sunday, so we can say 7 days a week. And they really dedicated a lot of time to helping me. And I mean, if you think of it in a space of 5 weeks, if you're spending every single day with someone, obviously you get to talking and developing a friendship. And then they've also been very supportive in motivating me to keep pushing and to keep trying, buying the rough and manufacturing. And even if I have some concerns with a piece of rough, if I'm in tender, or if the stones that I've bought, if I have some concerns, I can send them pictures and I say, I'm not sure about this. And then like Riken will say, yeah, no, this characteristic on the stone, it should be like this, whatever it is, or the shape is better for this. So there is still also even calculations at first. I wasn't so confident at first. And I asked him to just run through with me how to do the calculations and am I thinking correctly again? Because sometimes you can get very lost in it. And they always help me. And I still keep in contact every so often with them. So yeah, it's been lovely.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच मैम. मैडम का ये कहना है कि अपने ट्रेनर्स के साथ उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छी फ्रेंडशिप कर ली थी, बिकॉज उन्होंने जितना भी कोर्स ड्यूरेशन यहाँ पे स्पेंड किया है वो रोज उन्हीं के साथ मिलते थे, मतलब उनके लेक्चरर्स वही थे. तो एक्सप्लेन करना, कोई भी अगर डाउट हो, कोई भी स्टोन को लेकर, कोई भी टेंडर का सवाल हो, तो वो सारे डाउट्स उनके बहुत ही अच्छे से वो लोग सॉल्व करते थे, जिससे उनको भी बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस मिल चुका था. सो माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू इज मैम दैट when you entered Arihan Diamond Institute, you must be having many mindsets in your mind. So with all those mindsets, when you entered Arihan Diamond Institute, when you joined the course over here, so after entering over here, were your faculties able to understand all your those mindsets, and were they able to help you out in achieving your goals? Please share with us.
Yes, I would say so. I did have, I would say, a good mindset and a bad mindset, because
Okay.
sometimes you bring in sort of bad traits that you pick up along the way. So, for
Yeah.
instance, I struggled with understanding the rough at a certain point, the valuation, and understanding the percentage yield, how to estimate this more or less, and also visualizing what kind of polish to go into the stone. So Manjani and I sat there going back and forth for like a few days. And shame, obviously I struggled a little bit with communication barrier because of the English to Indian accent. So
Yeah.
sometimes the words that you guys use, I couldn't exactly differentiate in my mind in English what I needed to do or what he was trying to say.
Okay.
But eventually, in the end, we kind of found a gel with each other. And he helped me break down my negative mindset, as in being stuck and fixated on this is the way that I should be looking at the stone. He explained that you have to look at this aspect and that aspect. And when you're looking at just to buy, you should look at the percentage yield you want to get out of it. And when you look, let's say, on the software, then your estimation of the percentage is different. Then it's going to be more because you're taking off the extras and it will be going into it. So he helps break my bad mindsets. And in terms of the good mindsets, I think my good mindset would have been that I was there to do a job and I was determined to do it. And they were very much willing to even sacrifice their own personal time on Sundays to make sure that I reached that goal. So I was very thankful. Not many people do that. And yeah, it was absolutely amazing that Arihan did that for me. And I really, really appreciated that.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच. मैडम का ये कहना है कि जब वो अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट में एंटर हुए तो उनके पास बैड माइंडसेट भी था, उनके पास गुड माइंडसेट भी था. तो जैसे कि उन्होंने बताया कि बैड माइंडसेट उनका तब जाकर ब्रेक हुआ जब वो अपने ट्रेनर से मिले और उनके ट्रेनर ने हर एक स्टोन के बारे में उनको डिटेल समझाया, वो स्टोन को देखकर वैल्यूएशन कैसे लगाना है वो चीज उनको समझाई। तब जाकर उनका वो जो बैड माइंडसेट था वो ब्रेक हुआ, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बैरियर्स भी थे। मेनली जैसे उन्होंने बताया कि लैंग्वेज बैरियर भी था, क्योंकि फॉरेन एक्सेंट और इंडियन एक्सेंट दोनों में बहुत ही फर्क होता है, टर्मिनोलॉजीज भी बहुत ही डिफरेंट होती है। तो इसके वजह से उनको लैंग्वेज की प्रॉब्लम भी थोड़ी सी फेस हुई। पर उन्होंने बताया कि जैसे कि उनका एक्सप्लेन करने का जो मेथड था वो बहुत ही लाजवाब था, इसलिए उनको उतनी प्रॉब्लम फिर आगे जाकर फेस नहीं हुई। इसलिए फ्यूचर में वो जो भी गोल लेकर आए थे कि वहां पे जाकर मुझे डायमंड का कोर्स कंप्लीट करना है वैल्यूएशन के साथ बहुत ही शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में, और वापस साउथ अफ्रीका जाकर जॉब स्टार्ट करना है, बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, तो उनका वो गोल पूरा करने में भी उन लोगों ने बहुत ही सपोर्ट किया। और फिर संडे वो लोग अपना पर्सनल टाइम सेक्रीफाइस करके उनके पीछे एक्स्ट्रा टाइम भी देते थे, ताकि वो जो टाइम पीरियड लेकर आए हैं वो टाइम पीरियड में वो अपना कोर्स कंप्लीट कर सके। So it's really very much appreciative on the part of their trainers also.
I
Now,
have to, I have,
ma-
I have to
yeah,
say, in all departments, they helped me very much. Like even with my manufacturing of the triple excellent stone, I think I only completed that stone about 9 p.m. the day before I left India. So everyone was very dedicated. Sorry, I didn't mean to only mention one person, but everyone was. From
oh,
all sides, they all contributed.
okay.
So
Thank you so much. It's really a compliment for our institute, for our Arihan Diamond Institute. Thank you so much. Now, madam, the question which I'm going to ask you is it's a bit a tricky question, and please be aware while asking that question, because as you know, your trainers are also listening you. Now, when you were pursuing your course, were your trainers strict with you or they were liberal with you?
ooh. Do I want to throw them under the bus? I'm joking. No, I mean, we were there to do work, you know. I wouldn't say that they needed to be strict with me. I was a diligent student,
Oh,
you know.
wow.
But they conducted themselves in a very good manner. And if I did happen to be on, let's say, my phone because I had family calling me at all different hours because of the time difference, you know, I think I remember Rikin saying, you know, I'm explaining here, and I apologized. So yes, there were some distractions at some times, but for the most part, we were both of like mind, put it that way, and we were both working together and to complete something. So no, they weren't strict because they didn't need to be, put it that way. And sorry, what was the second part to the question? So yeah, they were, yeah, they didn't need to be. Sorry, am I forgetting something? Another part to this question. Hey, do I need to add something here? I forgot the second part.
The second part was that were they liberal with you?
Were they liberal? Okay, no. So they weren't liberal. Like I say, we needed to do work, but they weren't harsh on me, put it that way.
Okay.
So yeah.
So the conclusion is that they were liberal with you during the course.
No. I think the liberal is like, it feels like too much of an extension or exaggeration of it. They weren't liberal. They know that you're there to do work, and if there was anyone messing around, then they would tell them off. But from my personal experience, what I'm saying is I was a diligent student, so they didn't need to be strict on me too much, you know. So we both had the same mind to work.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच। मैडम का ये कहना है कि उनके ट्रेनर्स को जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी उनके साथ स्ट्रिक्ट होने की, क्योंकि वो बहुत ही एक डिलिजेंट स्टूडेंट थे और बहुत ही अच्छे स्टूडेंट थे जो अपना काम टाइम पे फिनिश करते थे। पर जब भी कभी भी उनके जो कॉल्स आते थे, वो कॉल्स लेकर उनको बाहर जाना पड़ता था बात करने के लिए, तो ऐसे करके जब उनका ड्यूरेशन एक्सटेंड होता था तो तब वो लोग उनको सिर्फ एक बार वार्न करते थे कि आपका ड्यूरेशन एक्सटेंड हो रहा है और टॉपिक्स टाइम पे कंप्लीट नहीं होंगे। पर ओवरऑल उनका एक्सपीरियंस अपने ट्रेनर्स के साथ बहुत ही अच्छा रहा है। कोई भी ट्रेनर्स उनके साथ हार्श कोई भी ट्रेनर ने उनके साथ हार्श बिहेवियर नहीं किया है. So now, ma'am, coming to a very serious part, that it is said that uh, climbing Mount Everest, it's not the work of a day, and it's not also easy for everyone. But as a woman, you have taken this initiative. So, what all hard times and what all hard work you have done in your life for reaching up to this position? Please share with our viewers and our students. Now, right now, I want to make one thing very much clear is that this is just to encourage our students and our viewers to make their career in diamond business or in the field of diamonds. It's only if you want to share. If you want to share only, then only I will move further. If you allow me to do so, then only I will move further. Otherwise, it's really okay with us. So, do you want to share your struggling stories with our students and viewers?
Yeah, I mean, by all
Please.
means, everyone's got a story. So
Yeah, behind every successful person or a woman, struggling story is connected with it. So please share it.
yeah. Well, okay, let me start at the beginning. So when I first entered into the diamond trade, I mean, the first sort of mountain I had to climb was we if I explain correctly, we started in a company. As I said, my family was in the industry, my sister. And then eventually, a few months after starting in that company, we separated from them and we went into my sister's company. And this was in about 2013. I think it was September. By November in 2013, my sister was diagnosed with leukemia, cancer.
Oh, okay.
And she became very, very, very ill, and she almost died basically by that December.
Oh,
And at that stage, it everything became very real for me, and I have to say that that is essentially what taught me the best in the trade, because my sister was sick in hospital and not able to keep the business running, and she wasn't even of all mind because of the therapy that she was having, and the chemicals affect your mind.
yeah,
So I was kind of thrown in the deep end where I had to now pick up her business and
yeah,
deal with clients, the suppliers, the running, just the accounts. And I mean, I was only a few months in the industry, and also understanding market prices, because she wasn't always available. So that was the first major hurdle. And then obviously dealing with the emotional aspect of having a loved one being sick as well. So that was intense, but it really pushed me to learn diamonds quickly and understand it thoroughly, and to build relationships with both the suppliers and with the customers, because that's the only way you can survive. You
yeah,
need to build those relationships. You
yeah,
need to understand your client and what they need, and you need to understand your supplier and how they work. And it's almost like you have to kind of figure out how to make a meeting of the minds of both sides, you know. So that was the first hurdle. Thereafter, I mean, that was for about a year that happened. And then after then, I joined another company. I left my sister's company when she was better, and I joined a diamond dealer. And I spent a good amount of time at that diamond dealer, and he taught me a hell of a lot. I would say that he taught me how to buy loose polished in parcels, and how to buy even certified goods, and to work with the costings and averaging it. Also how to sort goods properly, which is a key part, you know, when you go to like the international shows like Hong Kong. That's all you do. You sit and you grade and sort goods all day long for like a week, and it's exhausting. And he really taught me how to do that well and buy well. So I had a good experience with him, and I could say he was pretty much my mentor.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Sorry for interrupting you. Where was that trader? Means it was in South Africa only, or it was somewhere else?
The diamond dealer that I worked for, he's also based in South Africa. So these are
Okay.
all companies I've worked for in South Africa.
Okay. Thank you so much. You can go on.
So I worked for him, and he taught me also different areas of trade. So for instance, you have the larger polished goods, and then you have the melee diamonds. So he taught me how to sort and understand the melee diamonds, and then he taught me the larger goods and how to work with the averages in that. He also sent me on my first buying trips overseas, which was it was also a mountain to climb because he didn't come with me. He sent me like he said to me one day, "Yeah, you're gonna go to Hong Kong tomorrow. I need you to go there. I can't go. I need you to buy." He said, "So you know how to do it. This, and we'll keep in contact." And then off I went, and he sent me and threw me in the deep end, and that was my first buying trip, And then he also sent me to Belgium at a stage.
Okay.
But he constantly kind of put me in a position where I had to figure it out and work through it mentally as well. If you're grasping these things, grappling with it on your own, that's when you truly learn. There's no point in someone feeding you like, no, this is how you do it, and just giving it to you done. You have to sit and do the work.
Yeah.
Then after that, I joined. Well, I didn't join. I actually went on my own, and that leads me up to the time frame where I came to Arihunt. So
Okay.
I went to the Hong Kong show in September, and when I came back, I'd resigned from the partner. And 2 weeks, I went into my exams, and 2 weeks later, after my exams, I booked to come to India and start that. I decided then and there I wanted to do rough, and I wanted to have my own polished company, and that's where I see the future.
Okay.
And coming to India, and even working previously, like on the buying trips and traveling to all of these places, you commented about being a woman in the industry, and that is a struggle because it's a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so.
Yeah.
Number one, if people see a woman in the industry and they already sort of kind of are amused, let's say,
Yeah.
because they don't take women seriously, and
Yeah.
they don't believe that women even are good rough traders, and that's kind of what makes me determined to do something with it and be a success in it, because of the fact that there haven't been really many real rough diamond traders that are women who have made a success of themselves. Even like these positions for women are generally reserved for the accountants, the secretary, not real trading or grading or dealing, and I don't like that. It's I've always been very much a person to, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it properly, and I will put my head down and work until I get to that point where I'm doing it. So coming to India, especially on this point, was very interesting because I swear, I don't know, people in Surat, it seemed like they were very surprised to see a Western woman, number one, as if they hadn't seen Western women before.
Oh. Okay.
And especially when I walked into the the manufacturing class, I remember the entire class went quiet and just everyone turned around and stared at me. And I looked as if someone was behind me, and I was wondering, like, okay, maybe I'm not meant to be here.
Means they were bewildered that how to behave with her. You mean to say that?
Well, yeah, I don't think you guys have had many women to do the manufacturing course from, I think someone was telling me. And even if you have, I think not many completed the course, if
Yeah.
I'm not if I'm
No,
not.
women are there, but actually what happens, ma'am, they are from the local boundaries. Means very few women are there who come from abroad and complete the course of Triple X. So that's why they may have got confused that how to behave with you, how to talk with you, because as you said, that language was the biggest barrier over there in the
Yeah.
terms of terminology and in the terms of the pronunciation and the Indian accent and the foreign accent. That's why this thing happened to you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can understand it as well. There, like I say, even in South Africa, there's not too many women who are doing the rough side.
In
So,
diamond. Yeah.
so yeah, it is it's also a little bit scary because it
Oh,
is very risky.
okay.
And and sometimes, you know, as women, we need a little bit more support sometimes. Men will be a little bit more brash and kind of do um, what they think, take more risks. But for the most part, it's interesting being a woman in the trade. I can definitely say that. But yeah, and Arihant was good to me in terms of that as well. Very respectful,
Okay.
and it made me feel comfortable coming into a completely different culture and setting.
Oh.
So it was just a little bit amusing that people weren't so sure what or how to act. And I mean, even at the hotel I was staying at, I remember the one gentleman asked to take a photo with me because it was like very interesting that a Western woman was here and staying for so long. And so yeah.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच। मैडम का कहना ये है कि जब से उन्होंने डायमंड में अपना करियर स्टार्ट किया, उसके कुछ ही समय के बाद उनकी सिस्टर की तबीयत बहुत ही खराब हो गई और वो पूरी तरीके से एकदम हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड हो चुकी थी। तो उनको अपनी सिस्टर का बिजनेस तब जाकर संभालना पड़ा था और वो एकदम ही अकेली हो चुकी थी। मीन्स सप्लायर्स के साथ डील करना, ट्रेडर्स के साथ बात करना, वो सब उनको बिल्कुल भी आता नहीं था। पर वहीं के एक डीलर, साउथ अफ्रीका के ही एक डीलर ने उनको ये सारे ट्रेडिंग के नुक्स एंड कॉर्नर्स सिखाए और तब जाकर उन्होंने ये स्टार्ट किया। मींस सामने वाले को कैसे कन्विंस करना है ताकि अपना बिजनेस में रिलेशन अच्छा बने, तो वो सारी चीजें उन्होंने सीखी। फिर बाद में उनकी कुछ एग्जाम्स आ गई और फिर उन्होंने वहां से रिजाइन दे दिया और वो सब कुछ होने के बाद वो इंडिया आए, अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट में आए और उन्होंने अपना कोर्स स्टार्ट किया। और वो बोल रहे हैं कि जब वो अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट में आए तो सब लोग बहुत ही उनको देखकर सरप्राइज हो चुके थे कि इनके साथ कैसे बिहेव करना है, इनके साथ क्या बात करनी है। बिकॉज उनका कहना ये है कि ये फील्ड में बहुत ही कम वुमेन आते हैं और अगर भी वो आते हैं तो वो कोई ना कोई रीजन से अपना कोर्स कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो इन्होंने पर वो सारे बैरियर्स को भी अपने साथ रखते हुए, सारे बैरियर्स को पार करते हुए उन्होंने पूरी तरीके से अपना कोर्स कंप्लीट किया और अरिहंत डायमंड इंस्टीट्यूट ने भी उनको हर एक मोड़ पर उनको सपोर्ट बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से किया, तब जाकर वो ये गोल अपना अचीव कर पाए हैं। नाउ मैडम, आई वांट टू आस्क यू दैट हाउ इज योर सिस्टर नाउ बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस?
She's well, thank you. So she's been in remission since then, and she's
Okay.
healthy and happy.
Okay, so God blesses both of you and your family. Thank you so
Thank
much. Now, madam, my next question is that as I came to know from your trainer that going to South Africa, you also installed the ghanti, which we say locally ghanti, on the plate which we polish the diamonds, which we the polishing wheel which you installed going to South Africa. So. Share your experience on that part with us.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit. I didn't hear the beginning. So the diamond plate?
Okay, sorry. Your trainer told me that after pursuing course from India, you went to South Africa, right?
Yes.
After going over there, you installed the polishing wheel also to make rough diamonds totally on your part. So what was your experience about it? Please share with us.
Yeah, it was a little bit difficult because number one, it's costly to get a bench. and to manufacture and all of the equipment. And I was starting a company from scratch, you know. So I had to set up my bench at my house because I had to work from home before I start paying rental, and I needed to build up my polished company before I even took on an office space. So it was a struggle because I had to get all of this sorted out before my license was granted to me, because they come and inspect.
Okay.
So to work from home, it is a bit difficult. It's not ideal, but when you're starting a company, you start from the bottom and you work your way up. So it has to do. So yeah, it's been fine otherwise. So yeah.
So over here, we can say that as charity begins from home, you started your first polishing wheel from your home, right?
Correct. Yes.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच मैम, वेरी वंडरफुल आंसर। मैम का ये कहना है कि जब उन्होंने वहां पर जाकर अपना पॉलिशिंग व्हील इंस्टॉल किया तो उनके पास तब लाइसेंस भी नहीं था, उतने सारे कॉन्टैक्ट्स भी नहीं थे, तो उन्होंने अपना फर्स्ट पॉलिशिंग व्हील, मतलब उनका फर्स्ट स्ट्रगलिंग स्टेप उनके घर से ही स्टार्ट हुआ है और वो उनके लिए बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट सफर रहा है। ओके मैम, now my next question is that I have also came to know that over there in South Africa, you had been awarded by the editors of the newspaper. Is it true? What was your experience on that part? Please share with us.
Oh, yes. So there's a newspaper called the Sunday Times, and they do like an online newspaper editorial as well. And one of the gentlemen that I know, his wife is the editor of that business page, and she asked if she could interview me because she does features on different careers. So I just come back from India. It was during the course of that year, and yeah, it was very interesting. I had to answer all of these questions that were made me reflect on, you know, your whole experience, my experience in the diamonds, and who the people are that have been influential, and what are the takeaways that I have from my time, and what have I learned in business. So it was a lovely experience, and I was very thankful to have a feature in a newspaper that was distributed across South Africa. I was very, very lucky to have that, and it was a lovely feature that I'll keep dear to my heart for a long time, because I mean, it's not every day that you get put in the newspaper. But she did edit it like to be a bit shorter than what my actual interview was. But I mean, that's newspapers, of course. But it was a nice front feature, which I took that newspaper now and I've framed it. And eventually, when I do get my office, I was going to, but COVID-19, you know. So now I'm back at home. But it will be up on my wall. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Madam का ये कहना है कि जब वो यहाँ से कोर्स खत्म करके इंडिया गए तो वहां पे एक बंदा था, उनकी वाइफ ने उनकी वाइफ जो थी वो संडे टाइम्स में न्यूज़पेपर एडिटर थी, तो उन्होंने एक संडे को मैडम को बुलाया और फिर उनके साथ बातचीत हुई, उनको अवार्ड दिया गया, मतलब संडे टाइम्स न्यूज़पेपर एडिटर्स की तरफ से उनको अवार्ड दिया गया और फिर वो भी उनका बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, वो भी उनका लाइफ में बहुत ही बड़ा एक अचीवमेंट रहा है। ओके मैम, सो बीइंग अ वुमन, it's really very, very difficult to come in a totally new country and meet with totally new people, putting all the barriers, carrying all the barriers with yourself and crossing all the barriers, trusting to the new people and accepting themselves as your faculty, and also starting your first step of career from such a platform where all the barriers are ready to just pull off your legs. But then also Arihant Diamond Institute really salutes you and your confidence and also encourages our student on that behalf. Thank you so much. Now let's proceed further. My next question to you is that the contents which you gathered and gained from Arihan Diamond Institute. So right now in your business, how you are practically applying those contents, please share with our students and our viewers.
Well, as I said, I use my courses every time that I go to a rough tender. I will definitely make use of my courses. I wouldn't be able to even attend tender and to make an estimate of a stone unless I had done those courses, because it's a different mindset that you have to grow accustomed to when looking at rough. So yeah, I mean, I use it extensively, and my rough company is based on what I've learned at Ariane. You know, no one else has taught me this industry. There's not many people who are willing to give a helping hand, because potentially we're all competition. And also people are busy and they don't have time. I mean, I have some good friends that help me figure out if my pricing is more or less in market price. So that helps a hell of a lot. But essentially, no one sits there with me and says, this is how you grade the stone. That's what I learned from Arihunt. And I rely on my memories and the experience and the understanding that was given to me there to apply now. And that's how I've managed to buy my rough, basically. And then obviously because of my polished experience, but the understanding of the rough and purchasing it and calculating it is solely all from Ariane, you know. So yeah, they have been influential in my rough company and my career in this end. And in good news, also the reason that I decided to come to India is because that September that I attended the show, the International Hong Kong show, it was just before I came to India. And I saw 5 companies that were part of this De Beers program. It's a special program that De Beers has with the government here. And it's a rigorous application process and selection process. And they only take applicants every 5 years. So I was with those companies and talking to them, and I just thought to myself, this is what I'd love to do. And these people could mentor me and help me, and it's an opportunity. And so with that, that's what made me decide to come to India to get my triple excellent manufacturing, to get my rough certificate, and to get the licenses and to start. And I can say now, this week, I have my presentation tomorrow, because I went and applied for that new intake after their 5-year period had ended last year. So they took in intakes this year. Okay. And I'm in the final selection process to possibly be one of those 5 companies. And I'll do my presentation tomorrow, and crossing fingers, I'll get into that. And then I can also say Ariane helped me to focus and to have a goal to get into that program as well. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. तो मैडम का कहना ये है कि उन्होंने जब ये अपने डायमंड का बिजनेस उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया, तो उनके लिए बहुत ही एक स्ट्रगल का पीरियड रहा है. उन्होंने बहुत ही स्ट्रगल करके अपना ये डायमंड का बिजनेस शुरू किया है. और जो कंटेंट्स उन्होंने अरिहंत डायमंड में से लिए हैं, वो कंटेंट्स भी उन्होंने अप्लाई किए हैं. और उनके कुछ फ्रेंड्स थे जिन्होंने उनको हेल्प आउट किया डायमंड्स की वैल्यूएशन में और सब में. और कल जो है वो मैडम का एक प्रेजेंटेशन है जिसमें 5 कंपनीज में से कोई भी एक कंपनी सिलेक्ट होने वाली है. सो मैम, वी विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट फॉर योर प्रेजेंटेशन and we pray that success is all yours. Thank you so much. Now, madam, last but not the least, can we have a couple of words from you so that our students get encouraged who all are already in and are thinking to start their career in the fields of diamonds? Please.
So first things first, if you're at school at Arihant, I would say to you, be diligent about the work that you're doing. I know that it gets tough, especially in the triple excellent manufacturing. It's a skill, a very hard skill to develop and to keep in tune. And the only way that you are able to grow from strength to strength is to push through these difficult times where you feel frustrated and it's not working and you make mistakes. You have to push through that. And when you do, eventually you start correcting all these little mistakes, and you eventually reach success. And it's small successes, but it's successes nonetheless. So you just have to be diligent and determined with your work. Sorry. At the end of the day, no one's particularly going to help you in this trade.
Obviously.
You have to do it yourself. And it's an extremely competitive and cutthroat trade. So if you really want to be a success, you put in those hours. The other thing is, if there's a pointer that I can give, is work for a company before starting your own. There's many aspects to it. Like I say, the one my sister taught me the basics of the industry, and I was thrown into the deep end and had to figure out market prices of the polished. And then there's whole market prices for rough as well. Just, so there's many aspects. And then I have to understand the client relationships and supplier relationships. And these are very important features in a business if you want a successful long-term business. So at each point, at each company that I worked for, I learned something that I built on to be able to be in my own company now, where I've managed to survive the first 2 years where most companies, small companies, fall out. I also encourage doing extra work. So I also study my BCom degree, Bachelor of Commerce, part-time in the evenings after work. And you have to understand your books of your company, right? I think one of the biggest problems with new companies is they tend to run into money problems because they're not actually understanding what's going on in their company. VAT payments or tax payments that you have to make, and forecasting for that type of stuff. So I would say that's the biggest culprit of small businesses. And so do extra courses like bookkeeping courses and business courses, so you can supplement your business. To be the most diverse and capable person you can to run your own business. So yeah, experience, hard work, diligence, put in the hours, and supplement, basically.
So over here, you want to convey the message that before becoming a businessman, first of all, you have to become the employee, and you have to do job in the company to know all the aspects of the diamond market, and you need to know the company properly. Then only after that you can start your business. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, I would say so, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your wonderful answer and for your wonderful encouragement to our students. So यहाँ पे मैडम का कहना ये है कि जब भी आप कोई भी काम स्टार्ट करते हो, वो काम के बारे में पूरा डिटरमाइंड रहिए, और जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स आती है उनको फेस करके सक्सेसफुल बनने में अपना पूरा जी जान लगा दीजिए, अपनी पूरी मेहनत लगा दीजिए। और जब आप मेहनत से डिटरमाइन होकर कोई भी काम करेंगे तो सक्सेस आपके हाथों में आना ही है। So madam, thank you so much. It was really very nice talking with a successful and a phenomenal businesswoman like you. And Arihant Diamond Institute gives a billions of thanks to you and our viewers and our ongoing students who have given their precious time to this webinar. Now, for more such this type of webinars, please be with us, support us like this. Thank you all, and God bless you all.
Thank you.